Okay guys, welcome once again. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Promark virtual reality drone. This drone is actually pretty cool. You can pick them up at Walmart. They're about $150. And you know, for $150 it's a really great beginner quad. It gets you real familiar with the controls and things like that. Plus it also gets you some nice video as well. It does have a 720 articulating camera. It just basically goes up and down from level up to 75 degrees. Some things here you can see here has smart flight technology, has a headless mode, which means no matter which way you're flying, forward will be away from the controller and back will be towards you. It has auto takeoff, one key landing, auto hovering. Again, highlights the 720 camera. It has Wi-Fi streaming to your phone. It is app enabled for both Android and iPhones. It has one button flip, and it has about a 12-minute flight time. One of the coolest things that I like about it, though, is that it comes with a set of VR goggles. Within the app, you can actually set it into 3D mode, and that'll get you the nice video like you're actually flying the quad. Breaks the screen up into two parts, makes it look like virtual reality. It's not true virtual reality because there's no 360 camera, but you get the pretty nice view there. So the box is pretty much says all the same stuff on both sides, things like that. So I have been flying it for a little bit here just to get used to it, things like that, before I do my reviews. So unbox this guy. So inside the box, again, because I've been flying this for a little while, you'll see here in a sec. Inside is the quad. It's fully assembled. It even has the propellers on it ahead of time. You'll also find a charging cable. It has a USB charging cable. It takes about 4 hours to charge, which is a little excessive in my opinion, but it is there. It comes with 6 blade guards and 2 extra sets of landing gear. I've also already purchased an extra battery for it. It comes with one 7.4 volt, 2000 milliamp hour battery. It is a lithium ion. Like I said, it takes about 4.5 hours to charge, and it must be completely installed into the quad in order to charge, which is also kind of a downer for me. Try to get this out here. So the VR goggles are nice. They are not specific to any particular phone. It has adjustable head straps. You have the different adjustments here. On the bottom, you can move them in and out. Now, see, this is one of my things. The kids are a little rough with it, so you can see the sliders don't slide very well, but you can make the adjustments you need, and this brings it closer and farther away. It's just got a magnet inside here, so all you have to do is just slip your phone inside onto these little resting tabs here and just close this up. Magnets hold it shut. And this big nice foam pad here keeps your phone from getting squished, and this is also foam in here as well. So once you put that on, you can put the goggles on and see everything from the first person perspective. Just getting back into the quad here. So this is the quad. Pretty neat. Now it comes with these orientational stickers, and you might be able to see here I've had to tape them on. The sticky material isn't that great, so I've had to resort to using masking tape to keep them on. So kind of a bit of a con if you ask me. Something like that, it's going to be kind of annoying, things like that. So, but looking at it here, so it is labeled Promark VR on the top. So you can see here you got these Promark labeling here, and their color scheme, things like that. Shows you the blade rotation directions, which directions are going. This one here says B on it. This one says A, and you can actually see on the body here that there is a B there, so you want to match those up accordingly. It's got 4 little lights here on the top to show you that they're on when it's on. Has these little rotor guard caps. These things are actually pretty nice. In the accessory kit, it does come with an extra set of 4 of these. Also comes with 2 extra propellers. So right here's the back. This is where the battery door is. So you just have the it just plugs together, and it has fail-safe. You can't plug it in the wrong way or anything like that. Now, when it comes to charging, like I said, the thing that bothers me the most is that the battery has to be fully hooked up. Not only does that main power connector have to be hooked up, but inside, this guy right here is the power for the camera, for the servo. And it also has to be plugged in order for the battery to charge. So, kind of a bit weird for me because I can't just charge the battery outside of the quad. Here, looking at the bottom here, you can see here, this is where the charge port is. Right here, this is the on-off button. So that's the turning the quad on and things like that. So you can see here, this is waiting for it to pair up. If I was to pair it to the remote, then the lights would start doing like a weird little glow. The remote is actually stuffed into the back of the box, which is actually pretty neat. So if I turn the... Okay, so now notice that the controller was turned on. So now you see that. You saw the little calibration. That binds it together. And now you'll see they do this little slow pulse. I'm just going to turn this off, though. Just push and hold, and that turns it off. So a couple things with the controller here. You have speed up. So it has 4 speeds. You go down to 1. You got roll, camera, normal, and headless. This takes it into headless mode. This is actually the camera's tilt. Actually, you know what? Let me... I don't know if you can see that here. So if you look at the camera, as I push this button down, it tilts the camera there, things like that. If I push this button here, this is the one-touch takeoff and landing button. I'm not going to push it because I'm inside. And then this here is a hold to factory reset. It recommends in the manual that if you have a rough landing or a flip or anything like that, that you want to push and hold this. And basically all that does is resets the quad, resets the motors on the camera. These 2 buttons here are trim features. Haven't had real good luck with them yet. It's supposed to take a little bit of the fluctuations out of it while it's flying, well, when you first get it started and things like that. On this side here, you have the push once for a picture. And you see the little blink here. And if I push and hold, this is the recording feature, and it'll beep, as you can see here. And push and hold again. That turns the recording feature off. Things like that. If I push this button, you'll see this little roll button blink. That just basically is telling you do an input here, and that will cause the drone to actually do a 360 flip in the direction that you push it. So pretty neat here. Has a little spot for your phone holder. Slides out pretty big. It doesn't hold a tablet or anything like that, but it does hold pretty much all your standard cell phones. So again, to turn that on and off, you just press and hold, and you just push and hold this guy, and it turns off. So getting back into it here, couple of things with the quad. It does have this little cable here. This here is for the camera, so that it can actually Wi-Fi stream it back to you. This is the antenna for it, so this is actually how it communicates to the controller through that omnidirectional antenna on the back here. So, and you saw the different light pods and things like that. You probably also notice here I've got an FAA number. Any drone that's over 0.55 in pounds in weight is required by the FAA to be registered, and you can do that at the FAA's website. You can also check out more information at knowbeforeyoufly.org. So that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to this guy. So, you know, check back here soon, and I'll have a nice little flight test for you. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in.